back to How This Mom Does It, and today is Quick Tip Saturday, and today's topic is busy bags or busy box, whatever you like to use in your homeschool. I actually have a box that I keep, and it has all of my little busy bags in it, and I keep it on our learning drawers where my son can get easy access to it. This is a bin I actually got at Target if you're interested. It's pretty sturdy and it has held up well. They come in usually different colors. So I really liked this bin. It's worked out well for this purpose. And I've got a lot to show you, so I'm just going to jump in and give you some ideas of some things that you can add to your homeschool to keep your preschooler, pre-K, or kindergartner busy while you're working with your older children. So some of the things that I have in ours are lacing cards. Lacing cards are great for fine motor skills, and it keeps them busy for a little bit, at least mine does. But I've found things like the food groups and lots of different themed lacing cards, so that's kind of neat. You can kind of try and find things that your child will enjoy. So I've found different ones of those, and I usually find them at, oops, I've got a hot dots going off here. But I've got, I found them on Amazon, at Target, school supply stores. You can find them even, I think, at like the dollar store. You can find them all over. So lacing cards are great to add into your busy box. Things like these easy puzzles. So the ones that just match up like a letter with an object, those are great. And basically, if you've noticed, everything is in a Ziploc bag for the most part. I've learned to just take things out of their boxes and put them in like a Ziploc. And it makes my life a whole lot easier, and it's easier for my kids to put things up, and that way everything usually stays where it's supposed to be. So that is another fun game that we have. We also have a lot of felt. So this one is an ice cream cone where you match up the number of the cone to the sprinkles on the ice cream. And so that's a fun number matchup game that we have. And that I got in the Target dollar spot. This is matching the opposites, so near, far, day, night. So an easy puzzle game. So lots of easy puzzle games usually works out really well for me. I have these things with the clothespins. So matching up the number on the clothespin to the number on the wheel, and then they pinch and put the clip on the card. So that's working on their fine motor skills in addition to their number recognition and colors as well on that one. So that's kind of neat. This one is another one with the clothespins, and this one is just colors, but the color words, which is kind of neat, so they're learning the color words. I've got a lot more of the sequencing. This is number sequencing sticks, so that's kind of a fun one that we've used quite a bit, actually. At this stage, I do a lot of work with rhyming, because it helps with phonemic awareness and just basic learning word families and all that. So this is a puzzle we use quite a bit, and it's rhyming wheels. So it's kind of like a circle that you put together with all the rhyming words that match up, and it's got like 4 or 5 wheels that they can do. So that's a fun puzzle. I've got a lot more of the felt type ones. This is a color matchup game where they match up the color words to the pieces. And this is a fun one with popsicle sticks, matching up the colors again. Just another fun activity. More sequencing. This is the number sequencing. And then I've got more of the rhyming games. So this is again, the ones where you're just matching up 2 pieces is usually the best for this age group. I found if it's got a lot of puzzle pieces, they need more help. And the whole point of a busy bag is so that they can do a puzzle while you're working with another child. So I try to keep things as simple as possible. So things like this have worked out well, where it's just a dog, log, and you're just matching those up, but they're still working on their skills at the same time. I like this game, and this is a little bit bigger. It's not a busy bag, but this is a fun one that keeps them busy for quite a while, and it's ABC Cookies. This is by Learning Resources, and I got this on Amazon. I think it was less than $10, so it wasn't a huge investment. It comes with cards that they can make words for, or they can just play with the cookies and make letters or learn the letters and put together to make CVC words. And there's lots of games that you can play with it. They give you options. There's like a little activity card, but the kids can just play with them, which is really neat. And with my busy box, I like to keep a cookie sheet. like this. And I get these at the dollar store. So any dollar store pretty much has some kind of cheap cookie sheet, and I have like a stack of 5 of them. And we use these for magnetic letters and numbers, but also for pattern blocks, which I'll show you in just a second. And even just like these cookie words, making the words. Something about having it on a cookie sheet just makes it a lot more fun, and the kids seem to be interested in it for a little bit longer. So I definitely recommend having a cookie sheet around. It makes my life a whole lot easier, and it makes cleanup a lot easier too. So that is another thing that we like to use when we're trying to keep my son busy while we're doing school. These are more sequencing cards. I usually like those. And then this is a habitat game, so matching up the animals to their habitat. So lots of things like that. Also, play money works really well. I have a money that we use during our math time. This is just play money. I don't like to keep them. I like to keep my money that we use during math separate from play money. That way I don't lose pieces, and that way it's not all in the carpet and you lose everything. I like having some that's bright and colorful just to play with. So that I keep in there too. I also like having something like this, which is the learning their buttons, snaps, zippers, tying things. And I've seen several versions of this. This I actually got in the Target dollar spot 2 or 3 years ago, and it's been really neat. So something like that to keep in your busy bag is good. This is a rhyming rockets game. Again, at this age I'm working a lot with rhyming. And this, you basically slide the little card into the slot and you do all your rhyming words. And that's been a fun one we've had for several years. I have things like this Leapfrog flip book where they are learning their CVC words and making words. But it's a one-piece book, so you don't have pieces all over the place, which is nice. I like to have maps available as well. I'm really big on geography. I think that in schools they don't teach geography very much, and I think it's pretty important. So I like to have lots of maps around for my kids. And I got these felt ones at Target, so you can find these. Some of them are from last year or the year before. Some are from this year. And they have little pieces that you can play with it, like where the animals live and different places, and you can match them up. So I have world maps and United States maps. Now, if you can't find those, I also like the Scrunch Maps. I wouldn't say any of these are indestructible, but they're pretty kid safe, in that you can have them on the ground, play with them, scrunch them up, and they're not going to get all messed up for the most part. This one I got on, it was either Amazon or Rainbow Resources, so I know you can get them there. They're around $10. I have seen them for cheaper at Target right now with the back to school, but they didn't come with a bag. So I do actually kind of like having the bag, but you can always get the one without one and stick it in a Ziploc, and that would work fine too. So those are some fun things that I also like to add into our busy box. Some of the other things I have are Hot Dots. We do like Hot Dots. They're kind of fun. They have Hot Dots for older kids, and they have Hot Dots Junior. And these have the little cards. They have ones for, this one's colors. They have science. They've got all different kinds of things. And they have different pens. I have the cat for my daughter, and my son has the dog, but there are different ones. We also have things like this, the sequencing Gingerbreadmen, and we usually bring this out around Christmas time too, just for fun, for decorations, but they're actually sequencing and you put them together, and that's from Learning Resources. And then I have different games like more of the Leapfrog, sequencing, and at this age that's what I'm working a lot with, was rhyming, sequencing, and just getting the idea of CVC words. So I also have the Unifix letter cubes that are kind of fun to bring out, and they can make CVC words with these. And I bought the little cards to go with them to give them ideas of words to make, and it kind of guides them what to do. And these I got off of Amazon. I also have a I have the Bambino look, and I have the one for my daughter, which is for the older kids, but this is for my son who's younger, and it's more for their age group. And it's different logic puzzles and critical thinking, which is kind of neat. Another thing that I like to have are pattern blocks, and you don't have to have a big old tub of these. You can get just a bag and fill it and put it in your busy box, and then they can have those pattern blocks to play with. And if you add in the cookie sheet, it makes it a lot easier to clean up. So I definitely recommend having something like a cookie sheet or a tray, and then just putting out the pattern blocks on it, let them go to town playing with the pattern blocks, and then it makes it easy to clean up. I also like having some of the counters. So we have like animal counters, I have teddy bear counters that you can do patterns and sequencing and counting. And then if you're looking for counters and you don't want to spend a lot of money, because these are a little bit more expensive, I highly recommend looking in the Target dollar spot. And I'll give you a tip. This has saved me, it saved me a lot of money, and also the kids love it. I have seasonal erasers, and usually they come in 50 in a bag. So like 50 for $1. So for $2, you can usually get 100 in all the different seasons. So I have Halloween ones. I've got candy corn I use these for Thanksgiving. They didn't have good Thanksgiving ones. I have ones for 4th of July and like Flag Day or Constitution. I've got frogs and fish, more Halloween. I've got hearts for Valentine's Day, flowers for spring. I have cupcakes. So they have all different kinds, and every year they're different. So for $2, you can get a set of 100 counters usually. So it's definitely something to keep your eye out for if you're trying to find little math manipulatives. But those are easy to keep in a busy bag. Now these are small, so if you're looking for busy bags for a toddler, these probably wouldn't be the best because they're could be a choking hazard. But if your kids are older, these are great to have. And then I have also things like these pizzas, and these are all things that I picked up in the Target dollar spot. So nothing is a huge investment. I try not to spend a lot of money on these things because they're going to be growing out of these toys pretty quickly. Another fun thing to add in are dominoes, because you can use these for math manipulatives as well. And it comes in a small package. It's easy to put in a busy box. They can stack them and do the domino effect and all that kind of stuff, but they can also use it for addition for your older kids. So I like things that kind of do double duty and I can get my money's worth out of them. So dominoes are another great thing. Also dice. Dice are great to have around. You could use them for math and the kids can play with them. I like having foam dice, and you can get those at school supply stores and all over. So those are some of the fun things that I have in our busy bags or my busy box. I hope this gave you some ideas of things that you might be able to add to your busy box for your pre-K or kindergartner. And that is it for today. I do plan on doing a video on some more of my learning toys for my kindergartner. I have some great new things that we've added in, so I want to show you those. So keep your eye out for that video. And until next time, if you haven't already, click that like button and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook for updates on our homeschool, and anytime I post new videos and new products on my Teacher Pay Teacher store, I will post them there so you can see any updates, and also some fun updates on our homeschool and pictures and things that I don't normally post anywhere else. I'll post on Facebook. You can check out howthismomdoesit.com for different ideas for preschoolers. I did a whole section on when we were doing preschool with my son, and you can check out some of those activities. I did a lot of gross motor skills and have some articles on those. So until next time, I hope you like this video, and if you do, click like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.